Right friends, welcome back to 18th week, first session of question and answers, part 1. This week is from 27th April to 3rd May. Let us look at the first question. Subcommittee of Niti Aayog was held to rationalize subsidies. We are all familiar with Niti Aayog. It will have various subcommittees headed normally by the chief ministers. One such subcommittee is headed by the Madhya Pradesh Chief Minister Shivraj Singh Chauhan and the Subcommittee on Rationalization of Subsidies. There are several subsidies. 66 subsidies are in operation when this government came to power, and subsequently 6 more subsidies were added by this present government. Total roughly there are 72 subsidies at present, and a subcommittee was formed with the chairmanship of Madhya Pradesh Chief Minister Shivraj Singh Chauhan to devise various strategies to reduce the number of subsidized programs assisted by central government. At present, around 72 programs are there, and these schemes are being run with the central assistance. And there is a case to rationalize these subsidies, that means to bring them down to fewer in number. With that intention, this Shivraj Singh Chauhan committee was established, and the committee is yet to give report. And the other committee, please don't forget, Committee on Swachh Bharat Mission is headed by the Andhra Pradesh Chief Minister Chandrababu Naidu. Right? Please look into the next one. IT services company, Capgemini. Capgemini is the IT services consulting technology outsourcing company, belongs to France. It is multinational company, has got its offices all over the world, and recently it announced that it will purchase a technology and services company iGate for 4 billion in all cash deal. That means Capgemini will purchase iGate for $4 billion, please don't forget, basically to have footprint in North American region. This iGate is New Jersey based. New Jersey is in United States of America. Capgemini purchased iGate for $4 billion. Please look into the next one. Foreign Minister of Spain recently met the Union Minister for Urban Development Venkaiah Naidu and offered to develop Delhi as the first smart city in India. In fact, he devised a proposal to declare Delhi and Madrid. Please don't forget, Madrid is in Spain. He devised a program to develop Delhi-Madrid Sister City Pact. Delhi-Madrid Sister City Pact. So, Spain offered to develop Delhi as the first smart city. Look into the next question. As per the statement given by the Union Minister for Urban Development, I am Venkaiah Naidu, in 4041 towns and cities, government is planning to construct 2 crore houses. Please don't forget, in towns and cities, government is planning to construct 2 crore houses. And in rural areas, it plans to construct 4 crore houses. 2 crore houses in urban areas, 4 crore houses in rural areas, making a total of 6 crore houses by 2022, because government wants to ensure housing for all by the year 2022. Please don't forget, 2 crore houses in urban areas, 4 crore houses in rural areas, making a total of 6 crore houses by 2022, so as to realize the dream of housing for all by 2022, because it is the dream project of this government. And let us look into the next one. Thomas Bach, who met the Prime Minister recently, is the President of International Olympic Committee. We have already learnt in the previous classes that Thomas Bach is the President of International Olympic Committee, and he is also the gold medal winner in 1976 Montreal Olympics, please don't forget, and At the same time, please don't forget International Olympic Committee headquarters is in Lausanne in Switzerland. Right friends, move on to the next question. National Grain Tribunal. We all very well familiar with this. National Grain Tribunal was established in the year 2010. At present, the chairperson is Swatantra Kumar, and recently it banned 10-year-old diesel vehicles in Delhi. Diesel vehicles of 10-year-old in Delhi, and in the month of November 2014, it also banned all the vehicles more than 15-year-old. Recently, it banned 10-year-old diesel vehicles, and in the month of November 2014, it also banned all the vehicles of more than 15 years of age. And recently, Supreme Court upheld the decision also of banning 15-year-old vehicles, because everyone is worried about the pollution levels in the national capital. Please look into the next one. Union government cancelled the licenses of 9,000 NGOs. What is NGO? NGO is a non-government organization. Recently, government cancelled the licenses of 9,000 NGOs for violation of FCRA. What is FCRA? Foreign Currency Regulation Act. All the NGOs, whoever are receiving funds from foreign land, are to be registered under Foreign Currency Regulation Act. That is the first requirement, and subsequently they have to file income tax returns. Government has gone into the details, and it was ascertained that from the year 2009 to 2012, 9,000 NGOs have not filed income tax returns, and their licenses were cancelled under FCRA. Once the license is cancelled under FCRA, they cannot get funds from foreign land. Please look into the next one. PEN announced Freedom of Expression Courage Award. PEN gives awards every year. PEN is nothing but International Association of Acclaimed Writers. International Association of Acclaimed Writers, having offices in several countries, recently announced Freedom of Expression Courage Award. Freedom of Expression Courage Award to Charlie Hebdo. Charlie Hebdo is known for its cartoons on Prophet Muhammad. It ran into controversy. Sometime back, several employees were gunned down, and recently PEN announced Freedom of Expression Courage Award to Charlie Hebdo. Charlie Hebdo is the Paris-based satirical magazine, and its cartoons on Prophet Muhammad created controversy across the world. And when PEN announced Freedom of Expression Courage Award to Charlie Hebdo, several writers expressed their concern. Please look into the next one. US and Japan unveiled a program to have new defense ties. We all very well know Japan is the closest ally of United States of America. And recently, when Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe visited the United States of America, agreements were reached to have defense ties, to further augment defense ties, because Japan is having dispute with regard to Senkaku Islands with China. China and Japan have got a dispute over islands in East China Sea, East China Sea is between Japan and China. These two countries, China and Japan, not in absolutely true terms, because there is a dispute between these two countries with regard to Senkaku Islands. These are also known as Diaoyu Islands. And under these circumstances, Japan having an agreement with United States of America with further augmenting the defense ties assumed significance. Right? Please don't forget, Japan has in dispute with China with regard to Senkaku or Diaoyu Islands. These islands are situated in East China Sea. Let us move on to the next question. Sunil Gavaskar asked for an amount of rupees 1.9 crore as remuneration for services rendered as president of BCCI IPL for the 7th edition. At present, IPL matches are going on. This year is 8th edition. Last year was the 7th edition. And for those matches, Sunil Gavaskar was appointed to look after the 7th edition of IPL, and now he claimed 1.9 crore rupees as remuneration for the services. Now he claimed 1.9 crore rupees as remuneration for services. Let us look at the next question. Red Ink Journalism Awards. Who gives Red Ink Journalism Awards? These are given by Mumbai Press Club. This Red Ink Journalism Awards are given by Mumbai Press Club. This award for lifetime achievement for excellence in journalism in 2015. Lifetime achievement for excellence in journalism for the year 2015 was won by Pranay Roy of NDTV. Co-chairman of NDTV, Pranay Roy got the Lifetime Achievement Award. Journalist of the Year Award has gone to Srinivasan Jain. Impact Editor of the Year Award has gone to Arnab Goswami. Right, let us move on to the next issue. The government notified increase in cap on FDI in the pension sector from 26% to 49%. We all well aware that the FDI was increased in insurance sector from 26% to 49%, and now in pension sector notification was issued with regard to increase in FDI from 26% to 49%. Please don't forget, pension and insurance sectors, FDI allowed is 49%, telecom sector it is 100%, banking sector it is 74%. Please don't forget. Look into the next question. By the year 2022, India targets the production of renewable energy. India is giving more thrust for production of renewable energy, and the total target of renewable energy by the year 2022 is 175 gigawatt. What is 1 gigawatt? 1 gigawatt is 1000 megawatts. So the renewable energy target is 1,75,000 megawatt, out of which, please don't forget, 1 lakh megawatt target is for solar power, 60,000 megawatt target is for wind power. 1 lakh megawatt solar power, 60,000 megawatt wind power, and this is to be ensured by 2022. This is the ambitious target of the present government. Right, friends? The country's first private greenfield airport. The country's first private greenfield airport is coming up at Andal, and this is near Durgapur. You can say the country's first private greenfield airport is coming up at Durgapur, at a place called Andal near Durgapur, and the major shareholder is Changi Airport of Singapore. Major shareholder is Changi Airport of Singapore. Durgapur is in West Bengal, please don't forget. Please look into the next one. As a pilot project, mobile monitoring system for effective execution of works will be undertaken in 35,000 village panchayats for Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Act. Under Mahatma Gandhi Narega, popularly known as Mahatma Gandhi Narega, every year each adult citizen above 18 years of age in rural areas should get minimum 100 days of employment for specified works. This is Mahatma Gandhi Narega, and recently government announced that 35,000 village panchayats will be monitored through mobile monitoring system on real-time basis. What is going on in each village? What is the progress of the work? All these things will be monitored by mobile monitoring system as a pilot project in 35,000 villages, and this is going to be implemented in 35,000 village panchayats across the country. Right, friends? Name the country where 8 foreign nationals were executed for drug-related crimes. Indonesia has got severe drug laws, and drug trafficking is one of the biggest problems in Indonesia, and recently 8 nationals were executed on drug-related charges. Australia expressed serious concern and it recalled its ambassador, but the President of Indonesia took a decision to execute these 8 people. Right? Look into the next one. An Indian origin scientist at MIT. MIT is Massachusetts Institute of Technology, one of the world renowned universities, has developed artificial human microlivers for drug testing, for testing of drugs. She developed artificial human microliver. And she was awarded the prestigious Heinz Prize of $250,000. This Heinz Prize, started by foundation based in United States of America, and it is given in 5 categories, and Sangeeta Bhatia got the prize for developing human microlivers for drug testing, and she will get $250,000. This is considered to be one of the biggest individual prizes. Right? She belongs to MIT. She is Indian origin scientist at MIT. Please look into the next question. As per the Lancet study, Lancet is the health magazine. Around 5 billion people, as per the Lancet study, around 5 billion people in the world are without access to safe, affordable surgery and anesthesia. The world population is maybe around 7.5 billion, roughly 750 crores. And almost 2/3 of the population in the world is without access to safe, affordable surgery and anesthesia. Anesthesia is being given before undertaking any surgery. And in the world, at several places, people do not have access to safe, affordable surgery and anesthesia. That means 2/3 of the people are at risk as far as surgeries are concerned in the world. That is the survey undertook by Lancet. This is the health magazine. Please look into the next one. The emerging technologies. In IT industry, jobs are going to be created in these sectors. These emerging technologies are called by acronym SMAC, SMAC. What is SMAC? S means social media. We are all familiar with various sites, Facebook, Twitter. These are all social media. Then second is mobile technologies. M is mobility or mobile. A is analytics and C is cloud. The emerging technologies in IT industry are called by acronym SMAC. SMAC stands for social media, mobile, analytics and cloud. Here the question is A stands for analytics. Please look into the next one. Rajarajeshwari, Chennai born, and migrated to United States of America around 30 years ago, became the first Indian born woman to be appointed a judge in New York City in US. She was born in Chennai, migrated to United States of America almost 30 years back, and now she became the judge in New York City in United States of America, and she is the first Indian born woman to become judge in New York. Please don't forget, Rajarajeshwari is from Chennai. Recently, an African American, Freddie Gray, was dead in police custody. Subsequently, violence broke out in Baltimore. Name the country, it is United States of America. In recent times, such cases against African Americans are increasing. The President Barack Obama also expressed his concern, and subsequent to the death of Freddie Gray in police custody, cases were filed against 6 police officers. Cases were filed against 6 police officers. President of United States of America also expressed serious concern. Please look into the next one. An unmanned spacecraft, Progress M27M. This is unmanned spacecraft of Russia, launched by Soyuz rocket with the supplies to ISS. ISS is International Space Station. Lost control and is going to hit the ground. Name the country. Recently, Russia launched this Progress M27M unmanned spacecraft, taking various items required for the crew in International Space Station. They are carrying materials required like food, water, oxygen for the persons in International Space Station. This Progress M27M was carrying around 3 tons of material, and it lost control because of some technical flaw, and it is going to collapse shortly. Right? Name the state government which introduced right to service ordinance. Recently, Maharashtra government brought this ordinance. With the introduction of this right to service, citizens can get better service, as each and every government employee will be accountable, because getting service by the citizens became a right with the introduction of this ordinance. We have to see how this is going to be implemented in Maharashtra. Please look into the next one. Employee Provident Fund Organization. EPFO is Employees of Provident Fund Organization, is planning to make UAN mandatory for all the EPFO subscribers. UAN will be mandatory for EPFO subscribers. What is UAN? UAN is Universal Account Number. If a person is working in Chennai, subsequently he joined some other organization in Lucknow, now he will have only one account number of Employees Provident Fund. That means he may work in 10 organizations, but his Provident Fund account number will be one and the same. That's why unique number is given for that, Universal Account Number. Right? Please look into the next one. Smartphone maker Vivo plans to set up a manufacturing plant in Gurgaon. Smartphone maker Vivo plans to set up a manufacturing plant in Gurgaon, and Vivo belongs to China. Chinese smartphone maker is planning to set up manufacturing facility near Gurgaon, near Delhi. Please look into the next one. For violation of KYC and AML norms. KYC, know your customer. What is AML? Anti-money laundering rules. KYC is know your customer. AML is anti-money laundering. So as to prevent anti-money laundering, KYC is introduced. So as to prevent proliferation of black money, Know Your Customer was introduced. Why these two were brought in the country? Know Your Customer and anti-money laundering. Why these two are being implemented strictly in the country? Because to prevent black money is one reason. The second reason is India is also a member of Financial Action Task Force based in Paris, France. India is also a member of Financial Action Task Force based in Paris, France. And to ensure the rules and regulation of Financial Action Task Force, to prevent proliferation of black money, to prevent terrorist financing, AML and anti-money laundering rules are being implemented strictly in the country, and some banks in the country have not followed Know Your Customer norms, and RBI recently imposed a penalty of 1.5 crore each on Bank of Maharashtra, Dena Bank and Oriental Bank of Commerce. I included this question not to remember the penalty imposed, but with a view to make you explain what is KYC, what is anti-money laundering and what is FATF. FATF is the organization based in Paris in France, which looks into prevention of terrorist financing primarily. That means it looks into the aspect of proliferation of black money across the world, because part of the black money is going into the hands of terrorists across the world. Please look into the next one. RBI recently entered into $1.5 billion currency swap agreement with Sri Lanka. $1.5 billion currency swap agreement with Sri Lanka. When the Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi visited Sri Lanka, it was decided that swap agreement will be signed. What is swap agreement? Swap agreement is nothing but exchanging this currency with that currency. Please look into the next one. Reliance Power stated that it is exiting 3,960 megawatt Telaya Ultra Mega Power Project, citing reasons of land acquisition and other issues. They cited delay in land acquisition, they cited inflation during the recent times. Because land acquisition was delayed, the project is now unviable. Because of this reason, Reliance Power stated recently that it is exiting from 3,960 megawatt Ultra Mega Power Project. What is Ultra Mega Power Project? Ultra Mega Power Project is coal based, around 4,000 megawatt coal based power project. One such project came up at Mundra in Gujarat, built by Tata. The second one is coming up at Sasan. Third one proposed is at Telaya in Jharkhand. But now Reliance Power decided not to associate with this project because land acquisition got badly delayed. Please look into the next one. Railways won the 5th Men's Senior National Hockey Championship recently held at Pune. Please look into the next question. In 2014-15, which of the following generated more power? I listed non-renewable energy like solar power, small hydro, biomass, wind power. In the year 2014-15, out of these renewable energies, wind power is the highest in India. In the year 2014-15, wind power was 2,300 megawatt. Wind power produced during 1 year was 2,300 megawatt, whereas solar power was just 1,100 megawatts. In the year 2014-15, wind power produced was 2,300 megawatt and solar power was just 1,100 megawatt, Why I included this question is a mammoth task is ahead for the Indian nation, because India wants to develop 1 lakh megawatt of solar power by 2022 and 60,000 megawatt of wind power by 2022, and the production during last year 2014-15 was just 2,300 megawatt for wind and just 1100 megawatt for solar, and Herculean task is ahead for the nation as far as renewable energy targets are concerned. Look into the next one. As part of 2 billion project, India is assisting for Afghanistan reconstruction. As part of 2 billion project, 710 crore parliament building is being built with Indian assistance in Afghanistan. India is assisting Afghanistan to the extent of $2 billion, and as part of this 710 crore parliament building is getting ready and it is being built with Indian assistance. So when it comes to Afghanistan, 3 things please don't forget. India recently gave 3 Cheetal helicopters. Second thing is Afghanistan is asking for cricket ground in India, and third thing is parliament building is being constructed with Indian assistance. So please don't forget these 3 things. Please look into the last question of this part. Nansha Islands or Spratly Islands in South China Sea are the bone of contention between China and Vietnam and Philippines. When it comes to China, there is a dispute with Japan with regard to Senkaku Islands, we have already discussed. And when it comes to South China Sea, let me reiterate once again, when it comes to China, there is a dispute of Senkaku Islands which are situated in East China Sea with Japan. And when it comes to South China Sea, there is dispute with regard to Nansha Islands, other name for it is Spratly Islands, and the dispute is with Vietnam and Philippines. And please don't forget, Nansha or Spratly Islands are situated in South China Sea and Senkaku Islands are situated in East China Sea. Right friends, let us wind up this question and answer part. Please do join for second part. Have a nice day. Thank you.